Hey guys, welcome to the Lunchbox YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys all about how you can protect yourself from theft at music festivals. Hey guys, welcome to the video and welcome to the Lunchbox Fam YouTube channel. My name is Emma Capotis. I am the Director of Community and Culture here at Lunchbox, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a very important topic. I'm going to be sharing our best tips and advice on how to protect yourself against theft at music festivals and live events. So this is one of the biggest issues in the festival community. So with this video, we hope to share our best tips and advice. Take it from us. Some of us have actually experienced theft at festivals. It's not a good situation, and we do want to help prepare other people so that they can prevent that from happening in the future. So we're going to be talking about what pickpockets typically look for, how you guys can avoid this, and just how to be aware of your surroundings in general at live events. But before we get into all of that, we would absolutely love it if you guys would subscribe to our channel and hit the post notifications bell so you are notified every time that we upload. We also just launched a Facebook group, so you guys can click the link down below to join the Lunchbox fam over there, or follow along with us on Instagram at It's the Lunchbox. So with all that being said, let's get right into the tips. So the number one thing I just want to start out with is be aware of your surroundings. Now, some of you guys watching this may be more experienced festival veterans, and some of you might be rookies who have never attended a festival. This might seem obvious, but we've seen it time and time again. People just aren't aware of their surroundings at events like this. So the one thing we do recommend doing is to really pay attention to the people around you and how you're acting as well. A lot of the times pickpockets are looking for people to prey on who look oblivious or look too drunk or anything like that. So if you're visibly coming off in that sort of way, you might be an easy target for somebody like that. Also, be very aware of where you put your phone down and your bag down. So a lot of the times at festivals, you might sit down to relax or go eat something and then place your bag to the side of you, or put your phone down on a table or a bench. And it may only be like a few inches or feet away from you, but people can walk by easily and swipe that right off a table. Or we've even heard of people having their backpacks swiped right off the ground when it's sitting next to them or behind them. So be very aware of where you put your items down. And I do have to shout out, I've had friends who've lost their phones in porta potties because they'll be texting when they're in there and they'll put it down for a minute and then forget it. So that's another scenario you guys should just be mindful of. This next point sort of fits into the first one, but obviously don't get too intoxicated at a festival, and you may not be as aware of the people around you and the things happening, so your response time may not be as high. So definitely be careful with how much you guys are drinking. Another huge tip, this is more for guys, but it can also go for girls depending on what you're wearing. If you do have pockets, say in a shirt, a jacket, or pants, and it does not have zippers or Velcro, you're really running the risk of somebody easily slipping their hand in a pocket and pulling out a wallet, cash, phone. So we do recommend having clothing that has a zipper or Velcro at a bare minimum. Okay, I want to talk about cell phones for a second as my next tip, because cell phones are probably one of the most popular things that gets swiped at festivals. You'll see reports come out in the news after talking about people who get caught with over 100 phones on them. So what I like to do with my lunchbox is I always keep my cell phone in the front mesh pocket. So I'll show you guys here on my Ruby pack. So right on the left side here, you have a big mesh pocket. You also have a smaller one on the right, but this is intended for your cell phone so that it can be in front of you at all times at a festival. So for me personally, when I'm dancing, and this has happened to me in the past, what I'll do if I just feel like somebody around me is making me uncomfortable, or I'm just a little unsure and I want to provide extra security for myself, I will take my hand and I will wrap it around the strap and cover my cell phone when I'm dancing, just to give extra security so I know that it's here and I can feel it and I can sort of have a grip on it in case anyone goes to pull it out. So I truly love having my cell phone in the front mesh pocket just to know where it is at all times, and it's easier access in general. When I want to capture a moment, I can just pull it out and take photos and videos and put it right back in where I know it will always be. Okay, so obviously the next most important thing is your wallet, your ID, your cash, your credit card. Where are you guys gonna keep that on you? Because that is also a very popular thing to be stolen. So again, at the bare minimum, we recommend having clothing that zips. But in general, people are gonna be looking for pants pockets or backpacks that have zippers on the back of them because those are so easy to open in a crowd and just swipe something out. So I personally, in my lunchbox, put it in the top pocket. So of course it's an anti-theft hydration pack. So the zippers are all covered and they're inverted. So it's pretty much impossible for somebody to find them because typically they're looking for a pocket on the back or the side of the bag and they just won't find it. But what I do is I put my stuff in the top pocket here. You have 3 pockets. You have the bigger pocket in the middle, you have a smaller one on the side, and on the other side, one of them is normally where I put my battery pack for my light show wires. But what I typically do is I use the smaller pocket on the side here, and I will put my credit card, ID, and cash together and like shove it all the way down in the bottom there, because it's a pretty tight pocket, so it's pretty hard to even pull things out of. And again, I just have that extra security of knowing that it's a pocket that's pretty hard to find and even get into because all of the zippers are closed. So that's personally where I feel the most comfortable keeping my items. So again, let's talk about exposed zippers. So if you are wearing a backpack that has zippers on the outside or pockets or a jacket, anything like that, and you're keeping your valuables in them, what you can do is add a lock. It's just an extra level of security. Somebody literally can't open the zipper if you do have a small lock on there. So that's something that some people do invest in. One of the additions to the Lunchbox V2 actually is little clips for your zippers. So they were already hard to find, but on top of that, if you have a V2, you now will have clips that will keep the zippers closed at all times. So it's just another level of security we wanted to add to your hydration pack. So another really easy tip, you guys, if you are traveling with a rave fam, watch out for each other. Literally have each other's backs. I definitely can say from experience, it's easier when you are with a group and you are either standing in front of each other or next to each other, and you can sort of monitor the situation and be more aware of your surroundings. I had an incident at EDC Las Vegas in, I believe it was 2018. I was with 2 of my friends and we were at a stage that was very dark. It was very smoky. The visibility was a little bit on the lower side, which is also something you guys should be aware of. Just be aware of low visibility areas like porta potties where it's much darker and you can't see as much activity. Again, you just don't know. It's easier for a thief to come and grab something if it's very dark and you can't see that much. So anyway, we were at this stage. It was Stereo Bloom at EDC Las Vegas, and there was somebody that came up to my left that my whole group just sort of felt uncomfortable with. He seemed a little sketchy and was sort of just like walking around staring at people, and we sort of got the feeling that he might have been looking for somebody to steal something off of. And he was standing next to me for a very long time, and that's when I did the trick where I put my hand over my phone and I just was aware of where that was at all times. But in general, the 3 of us were just sort of watching each other's backs, and after the guy left, we all turned to each other and all said the exact same thing, like, whoa, that guy was so sketchy. We didn't feel comfortable standing around him. So if that situation ever happens to you, you guys, go with your gut, trust your feeling, and move. You can definitely move to another area, move to another stage, but I wouldn't stay in a position that you feel uncomfortable with. And that's why the Lunchbox fam is so great. You know, we always have each other's back and we have a really great community of people around us. So definitely rely on your Lunchbox fam. Okay, lastly, I just want to give you guys some quick veteran tips here so that you can help protect yourself. So one thing that's very popular that people do before a music festival is back up your phone. I do this every time before I travel. God forbid you get your phone stolen and you don't have a backup. You lose all your photos, all your information, your files, everything. So I always back up my phone right before a festival. I also do not carry too much cash on me. I try to limit it per day so that I'm not walking around with $300 in cash on me. I just think it's smarter to not have that much on you. Another thing you should do with your phone is you can set your lock screen to your friend's contact info and your own information. So if somebody finds your phone and they're a good Samaritan and they want to return it, you clearly have numbers of people that they can contact there so they can get in touch with you to give it back to you. And the same thing goes for you guys. I know back in the day, I used to memorize my friends' phone numbers. I don't really memorize them anymore. So if you guys can, I would write your friend's information down on a piece of paper or on your wrist, wherever you want to write it, and keep it with you in your pocket or in your bag so that you do have somebody to call. Say you get lost and you lose your phone. This way you're not in a situation where you can't contact anyone. So you guys, those are our tips and advice on how you can avoid pickpockets at music festivals. A lot of us unfortunately have experienced situations like this or have had our valuables stolen, so we just wanted to come up with a list that would be as helpful as possible for you guys. If any of you have more tips, please feel free to comment them down below. We would love to hear from you. And again, if you guys are new here, we would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the post notifications bell so you guys are notified every time we upload. Come join the Lunchbox fam on Facebook group. We're loving having all the conversations with you, and it's just been a really fun community to get started. So we hope you join us over there. Again, link down below in the description box. You guys can also follow along with us on Instagram at It's the Lunchbox to stay up to date with all the fun things we have going on. And we hope that you're all doing well. Stay safe and healthy out there, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.